Hey, what's up guys, this is MindaBlade here, and in the last video I showed you guys this audio logs thing that's part of the big Pop the Weasel Easter egg, and you put in all the characters' cell numbers into the I don't know what it's called, the number ticking dial, whatever you want to call it, and you get these audio logs from this old prison guard, and guess what I figured out? The prison guard that is telling the audio logs is actually the prison guard that we see in the cutscene that you get from Solo or whatever, the prison guard that Weasel kills, and I'll prove it to you right here. Watch this.
My name is Stanley Ferguson. I was a guard at Alcatraz from 1933 to 1942.
So, we all know now that the guy that was talking in the audio logs was Stanley Ferguson, right? I just showed you that clip. Well, check this out. The guard right there in this cutscene is Stanley Ferguson. Look at this.
How we doing tonight, Ferguson? Fairly good.
Doing great, Mr. DeLuca. My boy Tommy, it's almost 6 now.
So we know that that is Ferguson now, but what's weird is that when he talks in the audio logs, he said he was a guard from 1933 to 1942, but that doesn't make sense because when they escaped, which was this night when they killed him, it was 1933. The first year he was on the job. It makes no sense because he died right there, and unless he came back to life as a zombie and they killed him too, it doesn't make sense how it doesn't make sense how he was all the way to 1944 and telling the story, because when he's in the audio logs, it's in the future where there he is, he's dead right there. And I don't know, it's really confusing, guys. Let me know what you guys think, because it makes no sense to me really. But one thing I did catch was that it is a possibility that Stanley Ferguson could be Brutus. And I did some research, and back in the old, like, Roman times, whatever you want to call it, I don't know, I'm not a history geek, I have no idea what you would call it, but back in those days, like when Zeus was big and all that stuff, the devil was known to have 3 faces. One was like, I can't remember the 2 other ones, but one of the faces was named Brutus, and Brutus was the evilest part of the devil, which leads, it's just another part of my theory about the devil leading the zombies. And then also I've got a clue that could lead us to believe that Stanley Ferguson is Brutus, and that's this clip right here. Check this out.
You hear some of the shit that thing's saying? I think it's Ferguson.
So I turned down the game volume in that last clip so you guys could hear what he said nice and clearly. Sal is the only person who refers to Ferguson in the game when, like, they're talking out loud. He says, only when Brutus spawns, he says, do you hear some of the shit that thing's saying? I think it's Ferguson. That is a pretty big giveaway that Ferguson could quite possibly be Brutus. I mean, if you think about it, how I was talking about whoever Brutus is, because we know he's a guard, we all know that because he, like, runs around with the baton, but whoever Brutus is, I said that I think the devil possessed his body, and with the devil being in control of the zombies, I think it is quite possible that the devil took control of Ferguson's body. But of course, just like I said before, this is all a theory. None of it, this is all my personal opinion. Don't comment and get mad at me and prove me wrong and stuff. But the reason I put out these videos is just putting out my opinion, basically, and trying to help you guys that want to know about the story and are trying to figure it out just like me, to try to give you some clues that I found so you guys can try to figure it out too. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know in the comments what you guys thought, and yeah. So thank you guys for watching, and peace out.
Ooh ee ooh ah ah, ting tang, walla walla bang bang. Ooh ee ooh ah ah, ting tang, walla walla bang bang. Ooh ee ooh ah ah, ting tang, walla walla bang bang. Ooh ee ooh ah ah, ting tang, walla walla bang bang. Do 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 do.